Hey guys, it's Shady. Today I wanted to make a YouTube video about my mind control build. It's nothing crazy. I just wanted to show you guys what I got going on and what are some plans maybe. And yeah, a video for you guys to follow. So starting off with the dummy here, we peak around I think 8 bill or maybe close to 9 bill. Do keep in mind that I do have some ideal pets. But the build is still viable with or without the pets, right? So yeah, pretty close to 9 bill. And now let's just go through over the gear. Now I have been slacking a lot on FE, but we are still rocking a T2 helmet basically, right? We still even got some T3 mods and whatnot. Just energy shield, resistances, and affliction effect. That's actually going to be most of your gear. So like your gloves, your belt, and your ring. It's literally going to be the same thing. As far as the chest, the Twilight Vestment, I self-corrupted a +3, so that saves me a lot of money. The amulet, we're using a Phantom this time around. By sealing our life, we actually get +1 level to our main skill. Now, excuse me. The corruption that I got was elemental resistances to help with the, capping our res. But I will be swapping this out for something like maybe erosion amplification or spell aura. That's going to be big for the damages. Gloves, like I said, it's just going to be ES, resistances, and affliction. Same thing on our belt. This base I actually got from my own Oasis here, but I will be upgrading eventually to item level 86 for the T1 mods. But it's the same thing, King's Boon, I did manage to buy a 1.5 second cooldown, as this is very important. Unfortunately, it came with high additional damage taken over time. This is towards your character, if you guys didn't know. So ideally, you want a low reap cooldown, but then also a low additional damage over time taken. The movement speed will be a luxury if you can afford a high rolled one. Now for the ring, it's just the same as our other gear. ES, Affliction Effect, and Res. For now, I am using a Heart of Magic. This ring will be replaced with a Wind Breath eventually. They are pretty expensive right now, but it's doing the job, so that's fine. Our weapon, we managed to hit full T1 on our weapon here. It's just Reap, damage over time, intelligence, affliction, and erosion, and reaping duration. Reaping duration can be swapped out for affliction inflicted per second if you don't have precise deep pain. Once you get precise deep pain, then getting reaping duration is the second best thing. Our offhand, we're still using an oversight +6. This weapon will last you a long time until you can get another full T1 weapon like this, is when I think the oversight then starts to lose compared to a full T1, in my opinion. So that's where we're kind of at. We're going to be making these swaps probably all of today on stream. We're probably going to be upgrading our gear for sure. Now, as for our talents, we went with Goddess of Deception first. You're going to grab generic damage. The movement speed plus skill area is amazing this league. So that's really nice to grab. Obviously, we're ES based, so we're going to grab some ES stuff. The damage over time plus skill effect duration is also really nice, getting your free persistent skill level. We did have extra points to put into intelligence, as that's never bad. And the big thing here is additional damage applied to life. Now for psychic, just generic stuff again as well. Skill effect duration is pretty important. It indirectly scales our damage. I did have 2 points into reaping duration. You could put these points somewhere else, but I just decided to grab the reaping duration. Bigger curse skill area makes, that's why my white circle, my curse MTX is really massive, right? Having that plus the oversight is really nice. We have 1 point here for the paralyze. And then we just grab, the rest of the stuff like reaping cooldown and the affliction stuff. And again, 10% additional damage against cursed enemies. These are additional, so they are really solid DPS boost, right? Now, I went with Elementalist, obviously for the max channeled stacks. We get 2 from Focus, and then we also get 1 at the end of the talent tree, so that's really nice. And we just start grabbing things like elemental resistances to help us out, reduced elemental damage taken, and just generic damage and ES in this tree. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is that for our Phantom Amulet, you want to be at full mana at all times. Otherwise, you wouldn't benefit from anything that it grants you. So in order to do that, we need to be sealing our life, but not our mana. So I am running only one aura, and that is Precise Deep Pain. I have no other auras because I cannot afford to reserve any mana. I have to be above 95% of my mana at all times. By reserving just one more thing on mana, it completely bricks my amulet. So we are running one aura, and in the beginning, you won't be able to do this setup unless you have off the beaten track pedigree. And if you can't afford this, then maybe you can look into just specking into Warlock over Elementalist. Now, you will not be, benefiting from the +3 max channel just because you don't have the pedigree, and then you can spec into Elementalist, or you get the pedigree with focus on it. So if you wanted to copy my setup and you don't have the money to, but you have the amulet, then I would say you run off the beaten track from Warlock instead of going the Elementalist talent tree. As far as the rest of our slates, we're just stacking agility blessings here, or basically just blessings all around, right? So we got the focus, we got the tenacity, and then the other focus here. Wait. All right, I just realized I had a wasted slate. That's fine, as I think I have this one. All right, and then we're just going to change the shape. So that should actually increase our DPS.
Please select the calibration intensity for invincibility.
But yeah, I'm actually glad I made this video, as I didn't even realize I was wearing two of the same focus blessing slates. Yeah. So we went from just under 9 bill to 10.3 with that one slate change. Kind of crazy. Yeah, that's basically it. And I can do a quick showcase of a map, and we can talk about what I plan to do in the future for the build. Oh god, I absolutely hate this map. But the plans for the build would be to, I mean, if you look at my slates, I actually have no crafted slates whatsoever, like right down here, right? It's just the base that I only have. So that's something that I need to work on. But I think my next upgrade would be to get another full T1 scepter. Or to settle on a wind breath. I'm not sure. I kind of want to find my own wind breath, but the chances of that might be a bit low. But my current map strategy right now is just running cube. I did manage to get the cube pet yesterday on stream, so I'm very excited for cube content. Oh, we kind of get, I don't even know what I died from actually. But yeah, basically the rest of this video is just gonna be me showing you, what it looks like and how it feels. This is 8-1, if I remember correctly. This is 8-1. I do have the on death explode MTX. Pretty cool. It feels really good. I've always wanted it, and I actually got it this season, so I'm very happy. Other than that, I will be streaming on Twitch basically every day. I'm going to be sticking with mind control all the way through. That's just what I do. I absolutely love this skill. So yeah, feel free to check me out on Twitch whenever. I will be live probably after this video. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.